Hey everyone, welcome to this live stream, or if you're watching the replay, then welcome. Are you happy with the current growth of your YouTube channel? Almost every YouTuber wants to get more views, wants to get more subscribers, and they want to get it faster. Well, keep in mind that YouTube is actually a marathon, it's not a sprint. So unless your video goes viral, it doesn't happen actually very often. So in this video, we're going to look at 5 tips to increase the growth rate of your YouTube channel. And then I'm going to give you some bonus tips at the end, how you can speed up the growth. So when I was going over my statistics yesterday, I noticed that some videos take off and some don't. And I've been doing this for quite a while. So one of the videos that took off was when, you get on a trend and then you kind of ride that trend and then you get a lot of views and subscribers. So that's not very often, but more than likely, I think some of the best ways is more trying to get your videos in YouTube search and also to get your videos in the YouTube suggested videos. And these are videos that appear on other people's channels based upon their browsing experience. So they'll show up on the right side, they'll show up on the home screen, etc. So today I'm going to give you 5 tips how to increase the growth of your YouTube channel, and then we'll take some questions as we go through this. So my name is Herman Drost from drostdesigns.com. And my channel is all about how to grow your audience on YouTube and then generate traffic, leads, and sales on autopilot. Because you can have one video that does well in the rankings or does well in YouTube suggested, and you can get a lot of views and a lot of subscribers just from one video. So it's all about creating quality videos and then doing the right things to make sure that you get more of those videos that are going to be working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for year after year. So some videos that I have on my channel, they still bring me sales and they still bring me leads. I have a lot of videos that actually bring me leads, and continuously traffic and views and subscribers. So want to welcome everybody here. Hello to Bex Plays, Purple Banana, good to see you. Science, I Rep Them, and Alin Tees. So welcome here. So a good question to ask is why is my channel growing so slowly? So I think you have to look at the path of the viewer. So they're going to be, if you look at it starts off with your thumbnail. So they first have to find your thumbnail in the search engines. So we're going to talk about that later, but how to make them appear there. But if you have poor thumbnail, then people are not going to, that's the first click, and the people got to click on the thumbnail to get to your video. So poor thumbs is one, titles is another. That if you don't have a title that kind of captures the attention of the person, then you might get them from the thumbnail to the video, but then they see the title and they're not really motivated to watch your video. So your titles are important, and then also the content of your video. So you might get a high number of impressions. That's like the new metrics of these days, is a high number of impressions. But then a low click-through rate means that people are not really watching, they're leaving your content, they're not watching the content. So, and that way, you want to, make sure that the content is something people like. And then also, everything has to be congruent, from your thumbnail to your channel banner, to your channel art, playlist, etc. as well. And, you could also be, not targeting the right audience. So it might be in a niche that you're creating videos that are not bang on target to your audience. So you have to create videos that are, kind of appeal to your target audience, solving their problems, etc. Oh, good to see you, Kingdom Hearts Master and Benny and Jets. Everything was smack. Good to see you. I'm very well, Benny. So the question you should ask yourself is, why should someone subscribe to your channel? So I did a video recently on how to be unique on YouTube, how to create your unique value proposition. So put in the chat what your unique value proposition is for your channel. It could be, like mine is video boot camp, using video, growing your audience through video. It could be, it's kind of like a slogan, but ideally it should capture the essence of what your channel is all about. So yeah, if you know or want to, put your unique value proposition in the chat so other people can check out what that is, what your channel's about. So so why should someone subscribe to your channel? That's the question you have to ask yourself when people visit your channel. So ideally, if they've seen your thumbnail or they've done a search, that your channel is directly linked to the search, that search phrase they entered in the search engines. And then secondly, what value do you, ask the question, what value do you bring to your potential viewer, potential subscriber? So you have to offer valuable content so it speaks to them. And then when it does that, over a period of time, they get to know you, like you, and trust you. So your presentation, your authenticity is also a big thing. So you don't want to lead people astray, but try to be authentic about try to be as authentic as possible, true to yourself, and as you can speak on the video. So how you present yourself. So when I look at my first videos, it's so embarrassing because I was kind of reading the script and it kind of doesn't appear very natural at all. But you got to start somewhere, and that's probably how we all start. Is just start reading the script, or reading from a script, or reading from a teleprompter. And the news people read from teleprompters all the time, and you wouldn't even know it sometimes. So I think there's after a while you probably get it pretty smooth. But I think that your niche, have to also ask the question, is your niche in line with who you are and what you like? So it has to be, your channel should be something that you enjoy, and you have a great passion for your niche, and then you can, you attract the right people. So, good to see you, Harley. He's got a unique value proposition here. Unique, inspire, educate, and encourage people to make things in the workshop. And okay, so yeah, if you got any other unique value propositions, then put them in there. So those are the questions you should be asking yourself. Why does somebody want to subscribe to your channel? What value do you bring? So having a unique value proposition. The know, like, and trust factor. They must. You're not going to jive with everybody that watches your video. Some people are going to say, "Oh, you talk too slow, you talk too fast, you have a funny accent, you look ugly," or you need to add more pizzazz or something like that, more entertainment. So they're always going to get some. You're not going to satisfy everybody, but you are the only unique one in the whole world, so you're going to appeal to a certain number of people. And then, being authentic and being passionate about your niche, and then asking yourself, what kind of audience do you wish to attract to your channel? So, and that way, those are the kind of questions you should be asking. So let's dive into some of the 5 tips to increase the growth rate of your YouTube channel. And the first one is what to do before you even create the video. So what you should do before you even create your video is think about your target audience. Who is it that you want to appeal to? And then you want to offer solutions to the problems of your target audience. So maybe say it was dog training, then maybe somebody's having a hard time training their dog not to bite. So then you think, well, maybe I'll create a video on how I train my dog not to bite. So you're appealing to the questions and the problems from your audience. So that way it's good to once in a while survey your audience, check the questions that are coming from comments, maybe visit other similar channels in your niche and see what questions they come up with. You can attend live streams. Sometimes on live streams, people have lots of questions while the chat is live, and you glean some of those questions and try to answer them in videos on your own channel. So yeah, before you create your video, you want to look at some of the ways that you can appeal to your target audience. So you're doing looking at searches from the YouTube Suggest or Google Suggest box is a good way, because people are typing those questions in there all the time. Is a good way to do it. And then looking on Facebook groups, forums, comments, live streams, etc. And then also, before you create the video, and this is like if you're starting off, you want to have a congruent branding across your website and thumbnail. So right from your thumbnail to your channel banner to your customized channel trailer to your thumbnails and playlists that are on your channel homepage, you want to, when people see one of your thumbnails, you want them to associate that thumbnail with your channel. So if you can have sort of a congruent, integrated design going across all your channel art, then it's very easy for people to say, oh yeah, that's Joe Vlogs, that's from such and such a channel that is doing these kind of videos. So I definitely want to subscribe to that channel. So congruent branding is good, and then doing some research ahead of time of what kind of problems you're solving for your audience, and you can even check out similar channels and what kind of videos are they creating to solve the problems of audience. So, and then maybe not create an exact video that's the same as your competitor, but kind of create a video that approaches it from a different angle or more entertaining angle. So, you want to kind of try to differentiate yourself from your competitors. So I know in my niche, I got a ton of competitors. They're very competitive. So I've been thinking lately, wow, what do I need to do to stand out from all the other competitors? Because, when I started my YouTube channel, there weren't that many competitors in my niche. There's not many people doing tutorials. There was Daryl Ease and Tim Smoyer and, a few others. But now there's more people coming on YouTube every day, and they try to copy what you're doing. Even some of my videos are copied completely and put on other people's channels. So it's getting more competitive. So I think if you're starting off, you want to choose a niche that you're passionate about, that maybe try a different angle and try to do something different than your competitors are doing. Shout out to Clash of Clans with Sony, Kingdom Hearts Master. That's good to see you. 200 tips. Good to see you. 30-minute mindset. Good to see you there. So that's before you create the video. Then now the second tip is creating an engaging video. So what does it take to create an engaging video? So an engaging video, according to YouTube, if you can get close to 100%, the closer you get to 100% audience retention on your video, then the more frequently YouTube is going to promote that video into YouTube search and into suggested videos. So, and that, I tell you, that's a hard thing to do, because most people have very short attention spans. So they drop off within, maybe within 1 minute of a 7-minute video. And of course, these days, people are speeding up the viewing of videos. They put on 2 times the speed or 1.5 times speed. So the zipping through your video. So how can you therefore keep them engaged throughout the video? So I would say, asking a question at the beginning is always good, because that kind of you're kind of helping that person to formulate an answer in their mind. So you kind of grab their attention at the beginning, and then you want to try to expand upon the introduction. So you're telling people exactly what's in the video, then get straight into the meat of the content and tell them, go through the points. So probably one of the best ways is to kind of do a list style video where you say, well, I'm going to give you 5 tips. I'm going to give you 10 points, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they know, the viewer knows exactly what's coming up. And you can say, well, hey, don't stay around for my 10th point, because that's the main point I want to get across. So you can even do sort of an open loop idea where it's, hey, stay to the end because I got a case study I want to show you. And so that kind of, kind of teases people to stay to the end. So like if you watch a newscaster, they say, hey, make sure you come back after the break because we're going to tell you about, show you this great video that we saw people, jumping from the top of a building. So you think, oh, wow, I want to see that. So then you go through the, you wait through the advertisements to, to stick around for that video. So so other ways to keep your people engaged is to, add some B-roll footage, some, to sort of break up the monotony, or if you're just a talking head video, you want to break it up with, some B-roll footage or some motion graphics or transitions, link to a card, and then also try to be natural on the on your video. So when I first started off, I was just reading a script, or then I transitioned to writing out a script and then memorizing the lines. But nowadays, I just try to make a few I'll write out the script, but then when I go to do the video, I try to just go off the bullet points and then kind of let my brain kind of free flow the information as I'm talking. So that kind of hopefully it comes across more natural than if I was just reading or memorizing a script, etc. So so as you become more familiar, hopefully you're familiar with the content that you're trying to get across to your viewers, so then you can appear more natural. So those are just some of the ways that you can create an engaging video. The third point I want to mention is to optimizing your videos. So you want to get your videos discovered in search. On my channel, most of my audience comes from search, and then the second largest traffic source is from suggested. I think 50% comes from suggested, and then most comes from search. So probably that's because in the beginning, when I started off, most of my videos were very short, 2 or 3 minutes, and a lot of them appeared in the search engines. So I think most of my videos probably, appear in search in some form or other, either on Google or on YouTube. And sometimes they don't appear on YouTube, but they appear on Google, and vice versa. Some appear very high in YouTube, but they don't appear on Google. So the best of both worlds is to get your video ranked in both YouTube and Google. So if you check out my playlist on how to rank videos in 2018, I've got a whole playlist there on how to rank your videos in search, how to rank your videos in YouTube suggested, how to get your videos ranked in browse features, which is one of the like the third most popular traffic source on my channel, and for new videos it's actually #1 traffic source. So browse features means the home screen and channel homepage, etc. So those are also a great traffic source. So to correctly optimize your video, most of you probably know this, but of course your thumbnail should be outstanding. And I think with the new metrics they're having these days, with YouTube focusing on impressions. Impressions means that what's the YouTube is serving serving your thumbnail, and then if your thumbnail gets a high click-through rate, then they'll start promoting your videos. So therefore, it starts with a great thumbnail. Attractive thumbnail means that you might have your face on there, has clear, bold graphics and contrasting colors. And then from your thumbnail, they're going to go to your title. So your title ideally should have your main keyword phrase in there. And you could actually add something to your phrase at the end, to kind of attract people or entice people to click on it. And then, using that keyword phrase also in your tags and in your transcript, description, etc. So generally what I do, I always try to add a transcript to my videos, because not a lot of people are deaf, but there are quite a few people that watch videos without the sound turned on because they're in the library, their boss is looking over their shoulder, or they don't want to have the sound turned on. So your transcript, your subtitles then appear under the video, and they can watch the video without worrying about disturbing people around them. And then also a lot of deaf people want to watch videos too. So I think it's a great you can just take the auto-generated transcript that YouTube provides, and that's what I usually do, is just edit the auto-generated transcript. And so optimizing your video. The fourth one is promoting your video. So you definitely want to promote your video just on social media sites, embed it on your website and related websites. And then if you're part of niche groups, that allow your video to put a video link there, then you can do that. But generally, on most Facebook groups and forums, or maybe some of these other ones, they want you to engage in the discussion and not just kind of blast your video out there without introducing yourself or contributing to the forum. So but try to get feedback or answer questions by then you can drop your link in there. And I would say also to create a custom subscribe link, so that you can put your custom subscribe link on your website, on social media sites. So if somebody clicks on that subscribe link, then up pops the red subscribe button, and they can automatically subscribe to your video from there. And then putting your videos into playlists. Playlists are very powerful because instead of a person watching a single video or just a solo video, then other videos are automatically suggested when they come to the end of the video. So that's a great thing. So instead of watching the single video, they watch successive videos, which leads to more watch time. And watch time is one of the biggest ranking factors on YouTube. So the more watch time you have on your video, and then watching successive videos, then the higher the probability that your video will be promoted in search and also in suggested videos. So therefore, playlists are really powerful in that respect. And I would say if you're going to link to a single video, maybe put that video into a playlist and then link to the video that's into the playlist, so that when they click on that link, they'll watch the single video, but then automatically they'll see the other videos above that video or below that video, and then you increase your watch time on that single video. And then of course, there's other ways to get people to subscribe by putting your subscribe link in your description, maybe pin it to the top of your comments, asking people to click the bell when they are watching your videos so they get notified about future videos, and then also to add a subscribe watermark that appears across all the videos on your channel is another way to get to kind of help people to subscribe using the subscribe graphic. And then other ways to promote your videos, repurposing your content. So you want to use the transcription to place it on your website. You can also use a transcription to go into document sharing sites on other websites that receive content. So I think I put a video in the description on the 10 different ways to repurpose your video content. So once you've uploaded your video and published the video, your work has kind of just begun. So because then you can kind of promote it across your social media channels, your websites, and other ways, groups, forums, etc. And then the fifth point is really to monitor your video's performance. So you definitely want to check, once in a while how well your video or your channel is performing by going into YouTube Analytics. So you can go into I think one of the biggest things is probably checking your average view duration and your audience retention. So your average view duration is how long a person has stayed on your video. So you're going if the average view duration is very long, like over 50%, then more possibility of your video getting promoted on YouTube search and suggested videos. And then also to look at your traffic sources, and then also the new metrics. Maybe I'll just do a screen share here, the new metrics, so you can take a look at that. Let's see, where is it here? Okay, take a look at this. Just going to switch over to a screen share here so you can check out so here we've got you've probably seen this. This is going to your YouTube Creator Studio beta. It's on beta at the moment, but I think it's kind of being rolled out to most channels now. But as you can see here, we've got a funnel that shows the impressions, views, and watch time, which is all kind of integrated together. And if I click on here, it says this funnel depicts how many times a thumbnail was shown to viewers on YouTube, which is impressions, and how often viewers watch the video after seeing the impression. So the impression means basically your thumbnail is showing to the audience, and then you have to earn the click. When you earn the click, that is your click-through rate. So how many people click on your thumbnail is your click-through rate. So if I click on impressions here, this is how many times your video thumbnails were shown to your viewers. This is actually only impressions on YouTube, not on your website or on your apps or mobile phone, etc. So it's only on YouTube itself. And so I've got a click-through rate here of 5.7%, which is not too bad. And here it says views per impression shown. This is the impressions that are watched on a video after seeing it. So so this is a click-through rate. This is how many people have clicked through to your thumbnail. And then you've got the views, which are total views for the selected date range. And then you got your watch time. Watch time is really like, or actually average view duration here is, as I said before, ideally you want to get up to 50%. So mine here is like 33.8%. And then you got your watch time. So this is kind of like your funnel of how your channel is doing. Okay, so it gives you some idea of the analytics that you want to take a look at, and so impressions, click-through rate, traffic sources. I would also click on your subscribe link, because the subscribe link then goes to your, see which videos are attracting the most subscribers. And then, when you see a video that's getting a high average view duration or a high watch time or attracting a lot of subscribers, then make more of those types of videos so you can kind of capitalize on what's actually working, what's actually performing well. So in this way, that'll help your channel to grow faster. So the whole idea of this presentation is really to look at the things that are kind of holding your channel back, and then look at the things that are also driving your channel forward. So by looking at your YouTube channel analytics, then you can kind of identify what's actually wrong with your channel. So if you go into your audience retention, you can see where people are dropping off, during your video. So then you can work on making your video more engaging. If you find that some videos are attracting more subscribers than others, then make more of those type of videos. So definitely check out your. But I think that the golden goose, you could say, the golden ticket of YouTube is to get a long watch time, a long session time. Long watch time is a long time, a long average view duration, or a long audience retention, a high audience retention on your video. And then also the long session time, which means that they're watching successive videos, which increases your watch time on your videos and channel. So I'm going to take a quick look at some of these questions here. Elian, today's blog, do we need to open the live stream to gain more subscribers? Yeah, I'm probably going to mention that a little bit later, but yeah, live stream is also another way that you can increase watch time. So, say like on this live stream, probably most people are going to stick around for the presentation and ask questions. So that's probably longer than like a 3, 4, 7 minute video. And so you can increase the watch time on your channel by doing a live stream. So yeah, I would say just, give it a shot. Maybe you get 2 or 3 people on there. Maybe invite your friends or your family, and ask people to, be on your live stream or attend your live stream. So I think that's a good way to kind of mix it up a bit. Kingdom Hearts Master said, I recently started doing a live stream and it's pretty awesome, not to mention I commentators for the first time. I got comments for the first time. Hey, congratulations. Way to go. Tech tips from Bangladesh. Good to see you. Scripts really do work. Yeah, I always create a script for my so I don't really go off track, but then I usually just go off the bullet points that are within the script, and then beautiful thing about doing a regular video, you can just kind of just keep going and make a lot of mistakes, and then you can edit out the mistakes afterwards. So that's a good thing about the regular videos. Kingdom Hearts Smile said, what is community tab I see on certain channels? How to get that feature? Yeah, I have the community tab. I haven't used it that much, but according to YouTube, they're slowly rolling it out, so I don't think there's a specific date for that, but hopefully we'll get it soon. 30-minute mindset, I think you need 10,000 subscribers to get that feature. Could be wrong. Yeah, I don't know about that. Not sure about that. Might be 10,000 subscribers, but I think they're rolling it out. Tony Ukka said, is it enough to screen record the desktop, or should I always show myself so people can see me? I would try both. Screen record is good. Maybe add some music to it. If you vary it a lot. Some people just do animations, or do what are those sketch videos. They can be pretty engaging sketch video. But I would say try both. Try and put yourself on there. Sometimes you might think your voice is not right, or you have a funny accent, or you don't look good, etc. But people often don't care about that. They want to just get the information. So I would say try a talking head video, try some screen recording, and see how your audience responds. $30-minute mindset said, "Is a premium version of TubeBuddy worth paying for?" I think it's definitely worth it. And if you want to do some of the premium versions of TubeBuddy, is that you can do bulk cards. You can update all your cards across all your channels. You can also do A/B split testing for your thumbnails. So that's a premium version feature, which is good. But I think the bulk features is good. Bulk cards, bulk end screens. You can do that. I use the Pro version at the moment, and I can update a link in the description of all my videos across all my videos on the channel. It's about 500 or 600 videos. That's pretty good. So I would just go into look at all those main features, and if you need them, then definitely go for it, or maybe try it for a month and see if you use those features. Then you can always go back to another level. British Agree videos say, "Hi there, I'm James. I've watched your videos for a long time and they've actually helped me. Thank you." Yeah, you're very welcome. Glad that they helped. Harvey saying, "Yes, I think 10,000 subscribers is needed now for community tab. They're randomly rolling it out, so you may see some with less than 10,000 subscribers." So yeah, it could be so. Oh, you're welcome there. So some of the bonus tips that I wanted to mention was, and probably some of you may have done this before, but collaborations are good. It's a good way to reach new audiences outside of your own audience. So say, for instance, you did a collab with someone in your niche. You sent a video over to them offering, the key point is to add value to each other's channel. So, look at your competitor's channel or person in your own niche and say, "Hey, they don't have a video on this, and maybe I could offer some value to that particular person." Ideally, you want kind of similar number of subscribers, so they'd be more inclined to do a collab with you. But I think the key point is even if you're a small channel approaching a big channel, if you offer a lot of value, then they'd be more inclined to do a collab with you. And then the person that you're doing a collab with can see what kind of value, or maybe you can suggest what kind of video they could do for your channel. So it kind of adds some variety to your channel and offers value to your channel, and also you make new relationships based upon those collaborations. The other bonus tip is trends. When YouTube changed the requirements for the YouTube Partner Program, I had a video before that did well about how to get 10,000 views, because that was the previous requirement. And a lot of people say, "Well, I don't have 10,000 views, so how can I join the YouTube Partner Program?" So then I created a video on alternatives to getting 10,000 views. So when the new requirement became 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, I thought, wow, a lot of people are probably upset about that, and are looking for alternative ways to generate revenue on their channel. So I did a video on that, and that kind of automatically it kind of almost went viral, and still doing well today. So I still get traffic from that. So yeah, looking for the trends in your niche is good, and then kind of jump on that trend. I think another way to look for trends is looking at Google Trends, YouTube Trends, staying in touch with the news of your channel, You can do Google Alerts and get alerts into your email, and then you can keep up with what's happening in the news and maybe jump on the trends with that. And then somebody mentioned about doing live streams. I think it's also great because the live streams, it just adds another different type of video to your channel, and people can ask questions that maybe didn't get their question answered in the comment, or maybe you're too afraid to ask a question in the comments, but then they can ask it live in the chat. So I think that's kind of, and then you can just hang out with your subscribers and chat with them, and then get their questions answered much more quickly than waiting for you to answer in the comments. And it also adds more watch time to your channel. And I think the big thing for me is that you don't have to edit your video afterwards, apart from adding an end screen or maybe adding a call to action overlay or adding some cards to the video. So you don't have to spend, I spend like several hours editing my regular videos, but with a live stream, hey, it's all ready to go and it's already there. So you can get a lot of good traction from that. And then I think another bonus tip is to increase your upload frequency. So if you're uploading like once a week, you might try twice a week. Or maybe if you're doing one regular video a week, you could try adding a live stream per week. So you're doing two videos per week. So if you can go daily, then my hat's off to you, because that's kind of stressful. But a lot of people said that going daily that's when their channel took off. So you could even try maybe for 10 days or for 30 days, go live every day and see. I think that also triggers the YouTube algorithm, and you might get more subscribers that way. So that's another possibility. One of the big things for me for the growth of my channel, because my growth has been, sometimes it goes faster, sometimes slower. So then you constantly have to look for the right, keep in touch with the audience, your analytics, and then look for videos that are doing well, look for videos that are attracting a lot of subscribers, that are getting a lot of traffic. And then, consistency is really the key, because if you can keep up a consistent schedule, like I upload new videos every Monday, Thursday, and then live stream on Friday, then that consistency pays off over months and over years. So sometimes it's stressful, but the way I do it, I try to do, write out a script or have an idea come to my mind like 1 or 2 weeks in advance, and that way I'm not too stressed out, and I can even slowly write the script over several days, like adding new points to the script, or do some research. Then maybe I'll do half an hour one day, half an hour another day. And then when I go to record the video, I can record the video when I'm not stressed out, and I might do 2 or 3 videos at the same time if I've got the scripts written out. So that way you kind of batch record your videos, and then it's easy to be consistent. And say if you went, like last year, went to a conference, I had like 3 videos ready to go, or if you get sick, then you have maybe have some evergreen videos up your sleeve that if you get sick, you can put them out there, and you don't have to worry. Say your voice is gone or you get sick, etc. So that way, consistency is a big thing. You're welcome to 30 Minute Mindset. G Status, good to see you. It's not easy growing a YouTube channel nowadays. Yeah, it's definitely getting more competitive. That's why I think you have to be kind of creative, come up with different angles on how you can present your content. Maybe you can make it more entertaining. Maybe if you're a comedian, you can add more funny stuff. If you add more kinds of B-roll or video footage or motion graphics. So I would say, look at your competitors' channels. Maybe you can, get some ideas from their channels, but then put your own unique spin to how you create your own video. So I think that's a constant thing as as if you especially if your niche is very competitive, then you have to always think, how can I differentiate myself from my competitors? And, there's billions of people in the world, so you can also look for different audiences. So maybe go onto Instagram and, try to build your audience there and then, tell them about your videos on YouTube, or maybe Facebook, or do guest blogging or guest posts, so there's other audiences that are not hanging out on YouTube, but maybe by doing a guest post on somebody's blog that's into food or entertainment, or so you can attract a different audience. So those are some of the things that you could switch up on your channel to kind of stimulate growth on your channel, just by trying something new instead of kind of staying in the same vein. So that's what I've been thinking about recently, is maybe trying some different things. Maybe try a vlog style video instead of a tutorial, just to change things up. Billy O'Neill, good to see you. Where did you get your subscribe button? Actually, I purchased a motion graphics package from this videographer in Britain, I think it is. So they had about 300 motion graphics, and one of those was the subscribe button. So that's where I got it from. But there are ways that you can create your own subscribe button. You can probably go on to Fiverr or Upwork, or you can get them done for you pretty cheaply. G-Status says, I've been taken all my life. Okay, I don't know what that means, but sounds like a long time. So if any of you are not familiar with my Facebook group, then definitely invite you to join there. It's 2 Video Bootcamp on Facebook. Let me see if I can I've got a link there for it. Yes, 2 Video Bootcamp. Facebook.com/groups 2 Video Bootcamp. So you can go to that, and then I have to approve you, but definitely go on there and check that out. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then definitely hit the subscribe button. My channel's kind of basically a mixture of how to grow your channel, how to optimize your channel and videos, and also how to rank your videos, etc. So I got a lot of playlists and videos on those. So I think when it comes to growing your channel, I think when I reflect on how can you grow it the fastest, then I think the big things that stick out is being in touch with your target audience, trying to answer their questions. And then, when you optimize your videos, make sure they're properly optimized, and then try to get your videos to rank in the search engines and also appear on suggested videos, so that your videos are exposed to a bigger audience as possible. So one way is through YouTube search and YouTube suggested, and then the other way is to kind of maybe even look at blogs that are in your niche, and then approach them and say, hey, I've got great content on my videos. How about I add a video to your blog? And so you can make a list of 10 or 20 blogs that you could approach, and maybe 10 of them might say yes. And then every time you upload a video, maybe once a month, you can, they might agree to adding that content, because a lot of websites or bloggers, they are kind of stressed about what kind of content they want to put on their websites, on their blog. So then you come along and offer some great content, then maybe they might get that kind of approval. So Kingdom Hearts Master said, yeah, it's more competitive. What I do is get comments on my video, and sometimes I get a video idea from it, and I've grown quite well from that. Yeah, that's a great tip there. So Even though it is more competitive, you definitely, your comment, number of comment, the interaction that people have with your video is good. So I would say look for groups and forums that are in your niche, and then, try to interact with people, in those groups and forums so that they want to interact with your video. G-Status, I spread my content on Twitter and Instagram. So yeah, using social media sites is a great way to do it. 200 tips are saying you can also make a subscribe button in Photoshop Elements. So that's not as expensive as Photoshop. I guess, is it free? Not sure if it's free or not, but yeah, you can actually make probably a subscribe button. You can also make it in Canva or in GIMP or in Pixlr.com as some of the free graphics editors. So if you've got any more questions, put them in the chat. So today we talked about how to increase the growth rate on your YouTube channel, and hopefully some of those tips actually made a big difference and something to think about. I would say also look at some of the videos I put in the description on how to get more subscribers, how to get more views, etc. Then that'll help your channel also. So Sharon saying, once you buy the program, you can use it for all your art, thumbnails, titles, etc. Oh yeah, that's a great one. So Photoshop Elements, yeah, you can purchase the program and then yeah, use it for all your channel artwork is a great way to go. Hey, I want to thank everybody for attending the live stream today, and if you've got any more questions, put them in the chat. And I think that if you're serious about growing YouTube channel but are kind of stuck on how to go step by step or what to do, etc., then I do have a video course on that has like 70 videos that take you by the hand and kind of lead you through that. It's a monthly membership course called tubevideobootcamp.com. So you can check that out, and that you can try it out for a month and do that. Otherwise, just look at the videos that I've created on my channel, and then look at maybe review what was said today, and start implementing some of those tips on your own channel. When should I invite viewers to subscribe to the channel? In the beginning of the video or at the end? I would say do both. I invite people to subscribe at the beginning of the video, and also tell them to click on the bell subscribe icon. And then at the end screen, I also tell people to, tell people to subscribe. But you also want to give a reason why they should subscribe, because people are always asking, what's in it for me? So you have to ask yourself, if you are your own target audience, why would you want to subscribe? So then give them a reason. If it's about dog training, well, all my videos about how to train your dog to really obey your commands, etc. So give them a reason. So I would say invite people to subscribe at the beginning of your video, because for new people that have never seen your channel, then maybe they only watch half of your video, but at least you've got that subscribe invitation at the beginning of your video. So and then also invite them at the end, or remind them to subscribe at the end. Some people also put subscribe graphics as they're talking through the video. So maybe add a subscribe graphic at the bottom or at the top every few minutes. So that's another idea, just to remind people to subscribe. So but I would say, yeah, beginning and end. Hey, thanks everybody for attending the live stream today, and for those that are watching the replay, thank you for being here. And if you have any future topics that you want to see talked about, maybe I think I'm getting close to like 30,000 subscribers, and I'm thinking maybe I'll do a kind of a channel review, a bunch of different channels. When I reach that 30,000 subscriber rate. So, as a way of saying thank you for subscribing, etc. But if you have any suggestions, then pop them in the comments, and appreciate it if you just leave a comment in the below this video, so that helps to to get interaction for the video. But yeah, have a great weekend over here in the States. If you're not in the States, it's now springtime, so more inclined to get outside and do hikes and swimming and tennis, etc. So I hope you have an enjoyable weekend, and I'll see you in the next video or in the next live stream. Take care and have a great weekend.